Hi, my name is Anno,
Hey, Anno.
Hey.
Hey, Anno.
and I am a social media addict.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Now let me make myself clear. I am not addicted to all forms of social media. But I admit, I am addicted to one. Twitter. Or X, but nobody calls it that for real. Come on. Anyway, I've been using Twitter since I was in middle school, and now as a 21-year-old, I can say I've seen a large portion of its evolution. I remember I would get on Twitter and see the funny video that everyone was obsessed with for that day, and I would have it stuck in my head for the rest of the week. Or getting on and seeing a random hashtag that everyone is participating in because the idea was so fun that we just had to try and get our blown up tweet about it. For example, one of the most notorious ones I remember from when I was younger is when people was tweeting like if it was 1819, basically slave times. 12 to 13-year-old me found that absolutely hilarious. Also, side note, I'm black. I mostly see the trending tweets for black Twitter. Disclaimer. Anyway, Twitter used to be where I would go both to get news and find something to just get a laugh at. But now, it's not so fun. As of when this video is out, hopefully still October of 2025, I suck at editing, Twitter is, if you ask me, the worst app that you can have on your phone. Ever since Elon Musk bought it, it's become one of the most shallow and hate-spewing apps I've ever seen. If I'm being honest, I think it should be deleted from all the app stores. Remember all the nice things I just said about Twitter when I was younger? Well, all of that is still there, occasionally, but now Twitter is, well, not Twitter. It's X. So from here on, I'll be calling it X. Now hold on, let me explain myself. Now I'm not saying Twitter was all sunshine and rainbows. We did still have the toxic parts of the app, from the overly joyous and often seen as bloodlusted cancel culture, to the constant arguments from people not seeing eye to eye, or even the extremely accessible amounts of NSFW imagery. Twitter was not a place to go and expect to have good emotions all the time. However, X is everything bad that you can say about Twitter, amplified by 100. When Elon bought it, he essentially made X a quote-unquote place for true freedom of speech. And boy, do the people use their First Amendment right. In what felt like an instant, X became a place for racists, homophobes, and bullies of all kinds to have a place where they could speak their mind freely with no second thoughts of getting punished in any way. I remember seeing that the N-word, with the hard R, was being said constantly with no repercussions. It was insane. Before this change was made, your account would get locked in an instant, and you'd be banned from making any kinds of tweets on the site for a time, or even permanently banned. Alongside this, I'd see an influx in the amount of NSFW content pushed around the platform, and while yes, you can turn off seeing explicit images and videos, sometimes they'd still sneak through. Not that I would know. If I had to be honest, I'd say the saddest and most annoying part of it all is that a lot of my time spent on the app since Elon bought it is just me viewing negative posts and feeling bad emotions about it until I move on to another app like Instagram, or turn my phone off completely. I don't remember the last time I opened the app and saw people enjoying a new joke that didn't hurt a specific group of people. For example, does anybody remember the Wacky Slush video? Just a purely random video that made everyone on the site laugh. That was one of the last times I remember from when we still had Twitter. This isn't to say that there haven't been instances of funny times on X. Of course there have been. For example, there's been this picture of a lady that people have been editing to have stupid costumes and stuff, but even that's bringing up issues that I will not get into in this video. But if there's anyone out there who has been a part of both eras on the app just like me, I'm sure that you can agree it's just not the same. Now, did I make this video to bash X and hope for major changes to, at the very least, make the climate of the app even just a little bit better? Absolutely. The app has become a wasteland from how toxic it's become, and I decided to make this my first video for the simple fact that I found it to be a major problem in my life, and I want this video to make people look at their own social media apps and question if it's a healthy space for them. And if it isn't, at least try to change your For You pages as much as you can, if you're not willing to delete it like I did. I can't say that I've had any kind of experience like X on any other social media app. I currently only use TikTok and Instagram, but that's usually for marketing and to keep track of what's going on in the world, even if it's only a shred of what I used to get from Twitter. But while I'm on the topic of TikTok and Instagram, there are some big problems there that, while not as toxic, are definitely as bad. For example, TikTok is actively killing attention spans and keeping eyes glued to screens, as many people are just using it as a quick entertainment platform. And even though that's the point of social media, there's definitely a limit that has to be drawn. Instagram has the same problem with Reels. But all social media apps have the same goal at the end of the day, which literally is to keep our eyes glued to the screens while they shove endless content and ads down our throats. Whether it ruins our self-esteem and rots our minds or not. But again, this isn't their concern, seeing as a new batch of humans will just pick up things where we left off in the next generation. Anyway, that's all I have to say in this video. This is my first video, so you're definitely new to the channel. So please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy. I'll try to have new content out every other day or week. I don't know yet. Again, really bad at editing. But thanks for watching.